What's up guys, it's Travis and welcome back to my channel. So for my 401k, there's actually 3 ways that I actually get paid every single year, and I'm gonna break those down for you guys in just a second. So the first way that my 401k actually pays me is probably the most obvious way, and that's the fact that the stock market goes up about 7% every single year. An average rate of return for the last 100 years is about 7%. Holding your money or holding my money in a 401k compared to what a savings account offers right now, and an interest rate is 1%. You know, in the long run, I see the stock market and my 401k as a lot better investment for me personally. I'm younger, I can take more of a risk, especially since I'm retiring, 30, 40 years from now or whatever. So I have a lot more time for growth and to be a little more aggressive right now with my investments. So my second form of income is actually through these things called REITs. And a REIT stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. A REIT is just like a dividend. So for holding a company's share or stock, they'll actually pay you to continue holding that share in the long term. So right now, on top of that 7% average annual return on investment, I'm also getting about 3% return on my investment from these companies actually paying me out for just holding their shares in this company. And so now, as you can see, after these 2 forms of income that I'm making from my 401k, I'm now at 10% return on investment year over year on an average rate of return. The highest interest rate that I have at all of my banks right now, I have 3 different bank accounts. The highest rate that I have is like 1.05%. And so it's like barely over 1%. So I'm making, almost exactly 10 times as much money every single year for being invested in the stock market. The third and most magical way of making income off of my 401k is through this thing called a company match. So for my company personally that I'm working with right now, matches me 70% of what I contribute up to $7,100. So what this means is that if I contribute $7,100 every single year, the company is actually gonna match that with $5,000. Now I'm at $12,100 in contributions alone. So you have that average rate of growth of about 7%, and then you have the REITs paying me about 3% every single year. So I was at 10%, and now you're gonna add that 10% to that 70% return on investment from the company's match. So at the end of the day, I'm making about an 80% return on investment year over year. And that will continue to roll over and be compounded until the time that I decide to retire. So at the beginning of the video, I told you guys about the first way that I make money from my 401k. Taking a look at my 401k so far for this year, I'm actually up 16.66%. So that's $7,773 minus the $7,115 is gonna give me the total profits that I've made so far for this year. And that's not including the $5,000 that I'm gonna be getting at the end of the year for meeting that match. So hopefully you guys can see from what I'm talking about, at least from my personal experience, that a 401k, especially with a match, is such a great tool to be using, especially at a younger age. You can do it at any age, but obviously the younger you start, the more money you're gonna have at the end because it continues to invest into itself. So like I was saying before, if you guys don't have a 401k, I would highly recommend you guys find some sort of job that offers a 401k. And if they do offer a 401k, make sure that they do offer that match, because that match is super enticing, especially for the fact that you're not really gonna have access to those funds until it's time to retire. So you wanna make sure that you're actually getting a high enough return on your investment in order for you to be okay with the fact that you're not gonna see that money right away. So I just wanna make sure that you guys are aware of the fact that I'm not a financial advisor. You guys should be doing your own due diligence. Every 401k is going to be slightly different as far as the matching goes, how much you can contribute, and things like that. Sometimes it's a percentage, sometimes it's a numerical cap. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I hope to be seeing you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.